What's up guys, this is Jaden from Team Major J. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be showcasing our normal rare event Blackwing deck, Shadows to Crow. If you guys love 5D, you'll love this one. Remember guys, if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Alright, let's get at it.
It's time to duel!
Alright, let's get into duel number 1. So we have a pretty good hand. Unfortunately our opponent's going to go first, but this hand is quite explosive, so that might actually work out for us. So our opponent's just going to set one and set a back row and pass. We're going to draw another Bora. So we're going to special summon North into Bora, and now we could draw 2 cards. And we're going to just special summon the rest of our hand because we do have piercing damage. We're going to increase our level up to 6. Luckily we got over the mob because we weren't sure how strong the defense would be. And we'll just go in for some more attacks here. Our opponent can activate the Deep Grave so he can special summon the mob the next turn. Doesn't really matter. Now with a level 6 and a level 2, we could synchro summon into Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven. So we're gonna just get some big bodies on the board right now. Unfortunately, that means we are gonna lose access to our Black Sonic, but should be fine with the 2 Book of Moons. So we're gonna set 2 more, of course. The Judgment is gonna, of course, send the cards away. But that's fine, we're in full control at this point. So our opponent's gonna summon 2 mobs, then he's gonna immediately synchro summon into, I'm not sure what he played here. Oh yeah, he goes into Cypher and Gamma, and I actually misplayed a little bit here. I didn't actually read Cypher and Gamma, so I tried to Book of Moon it, thinking it would only remove my mob, but apparently it removes both our mobs, so that's a bad play on my part, but that should be fine. We still have Judgment on our field, and then we'll see what we'll top deck here. So we top deck Gust. That's not enough damage to finish the duel. He can activate a trap, returning the Grandma to the grave. We're gonna attack for damage and try to go in here for some more, but he's gonna activate the Oasis Dragon, Dragon Soul, which allows him to add his mob back to the field, and he's gonna link it also with the trap to get a body on the field. So he's gonna remove our Judgment, but that's totally fine. We already did the damage with the Judgment. We weren't actually planning to attack here, so we're gonna pass back to him. We have Black Sonic, we have the Book of Moon, and of course the mobs are then returned. So he's gonna try to take out a card. We're gonna Book of Moon it this time. This time we know, so we're pretty much just forcing him to use his ability now so we can actually save our number 70. Of course, we know now that he's gonna attack our weaker mob. We have the Black Sonic, and that card is so busted. Like, Black Sonic just removing all of their attack position mobs is like a better Mirror Force, and you could use it with like any of the Blackwing cards. It's crazy. So we're gonna draw here. We pretty much got game at this point. We didn't have a response to our last attack, so we're going for the attack, and that's game number 1. So you can see how explosive the deck can be. Even going second, your opponent's pretty much at your mercy. Alright, let's get into the second duel. This is a pretty quick one. I just want to show how aggressive the deck can also play. It has a very aggressive playstyle. So we're gonna be going first here. We're gonna summon, and then of course that means we can special summon Bora because we have a different Blackwing on the field. And we're going to go into Shidori, set 2 cards, and pass the opponent. When Pinaki is actually used as a synchro summon, then you can add a Blackwing from your deck to your hand. So we're gonna take the Blitz of the North to set up for the next turn. So he's gonna activate Pathosis, and we're gonna immediately mystical this away. We don't want any field cards out there that could be causing trouble. So he's gonna summon, and he's gonna switch. And at this point, I believe our opponent misplaced. I think he misread Tenchi Spirit because for some reason he's going to attack my Shidori here. And all I'm thinking, maybe you guys know, you can leave it in the comments. I think he thought that because this was an effect monster that he would be able to then banish the card immediately out of the graveyard, but it's another effect monster, so he just wasted it. And trust me, you don't want to misplay against this deck because this deck can do some busted things. So he's gonna activate his trap, get rid of the Book of Moon. Doesn't matter, we don't need it anymore. So we're gonna summon Blackwing Blizzard North, return our cards. When Blizzard is summoned, we can return our Blackwing from the grave. And then we're gonna make another Shidori. And look how much damage on the board, more than 8,000. This deck can explode within a few turns. So, and once again, I don't know why he made that attack, but hey, we punish him for it. Alright, let's get into the third and final duel. So this hand is decent, we can make this work. We're going second, we have the Lightning Vortex, we have the Mystical Space Typhoon. So our opponent can activate Extra Net, set 2 and pass, which doesn't feel too dangerous, so we're gonna actually preemptively use a Mystical Space Typhoon here, popping one of the back rows. And we're gonna actually see that it was actually Zoma the Spirit. So we're again, oh, this is probably a burn deck. I played against some other burn decks and we always edge them out because this deck can really explode. So we're gonna summon Blizzard the Far North. Of course, this allows us to then special summon Bora because we have a different Blackwing. And then we can activate our spell to draw 2 more cards. And then we can of course also special summon Blackwing Chris because we have also, once again, another Blackwing with a different name. So we're gonna go in for some attacks here. No response from our opponent, which is a good sign for us, especially if it's a burn deck. And we're gonna pass turn back to him. And our opponent's gonna summon Time Lord. I hate this card. So he's gonna attack, he doesn't receive damage, and I take 300 damage for every card that's then returned to my hand. Now I can't destroy it, I can't use the Lightning Vortex on it, he sets another card. So things aren't looking too good here. And we're gonna Synchro Summon here into Power. Insectron, because we just need a body on the board and this is a card that can't be destroyed. We know we allow our opponent to draw 1 card, but it's a risk we have to take. We can't just stay open because any extra chip damage will just be stupid on our part. So he's gonna activate Bandit Blast. Unfortunately for him, I don't take damage here. I don't know if he realized that. So he pretty much damaged himself, and of course in the standby for his monster's return. Of course he has another Time Lord, Lazion this time, and he can return my cards from the grave. But that's okay, we have more than enough Blackwings as it is. So right now the duel doesn't really look close, except he does burn us now for 1,000. We're gonna summon and we're gonna pretty much just pass back to him. There's nothing else we can do. And we're just hoping right now that he doesn't draw another Time Lord. Those 4 back rows are very concerning at this point, but we're gonna just have to play through it. So he activates Secret Barrel, burning us for 1,600, and we're gonna just go all in. So we summon Bora. We're gonna try to attack here, and we're actually gonna stop this attack, make sure to pierce, because we don't want to take unnecessary damage, plus we don't know if he'll be able to stop our attack some other way. And then he activates Balance Judgment, that doesn't do anything, and then we can go in for a win with Pinocchio. So I just wanted to show you guys the deck can actually be very, very helpful if you're facing a lot of burn decks during the festival, because the Rarity Festival, I have experienced and faced a lot of burn decks, and this deck is so explosive, they really won't have time to finish you off. Alright, let's get into the deck list. Alright guys, here's the deck list. We play 1 Orochi, 3 Blizzard, 3 Gust, just 2 Harmattan. This ratio works fine for me. Feel free to play with it a bit depending on what your playstyle is. 3 Kalut, 3 Pinocchio, just 1 Gladius, of course 3 Bora, this card is so good. And of course 3 Chris, this card is also very, very good. Getting those level 4 out so easily is it's actually very handy. 1 DK, this card can come in really clutch when you're thinking about what you're about to special summon. From the extra deck, of course. 2 Lightnings, just 2 Wing Requital. Some people play 3, and like the main Blackwing decks, it can sometimes be a brick. It rarely happens because you tend to special summon very quickly, so feel free to play 3 if you want, but 2 has been working well for me. 2 Mystical, 3 Book of Moon, 2 Chalice, 2 Bottomless, Delta Crow, just the 1. Sometimes this can feel a bit slow, so you can always switch this out for a Mystical depending on what you're facing on ladder that day. And of course the MVP of the deck itself, Black Sonic, this card is just busted. That's the reason why the Blackwing deck does pretty well. I believe I went 11-2 with this deck in total since the festival started, and it's just so powerful. So we play just 2 Sohaya, the 1 powered in Sectron. These aren't Blackwing cards, but we just took some good synchro mobs because we could get into level 6s quite easily. So just a 1 Stardust Charge Warrior and 1 Hyper Psychic. And what I mean with level 6 is, you can just take like Blizzard and return 1 of these very easily, either Bora or Chris, and you could just immediately go into one of them. 2 Blackwing or Armor Master, 3 Shidori. This card is just broken. This card is so strong and it can end duels so quickly in the festival. 1 Silverwind, 1 Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven, and then these are just like some extra stuff. It's just very situational. Number 65 had actually helped me in a duel, negating an effect, so he's really good. And this actually wiped my opponent face on board 1. So consider them. you have the extra spots anyway, and they can actually be really good. And number 70, as you saw in a lot of decks, is just really, really good during the event. Alright guys, this is Decklist. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, and who knows, consider subscribing. My name is Jaden for Team AJJ. Thank you for watching.